Hey folks, Crazy Clown Radio here again. And this time we're going to look at game number 5 in our 20 from 1990 series. This is one of the all-time classic puzzle games. This took the core concept of Tetris and really made it a whole hell of a lot more interesting. This is one of Sega's all-time classics, and this is Columns. Now, this was not really seen that much in arcades, but for home systems it was super huge. I definitely was blown away by how awesome this was. I thought it was so much better than Tetris. And one thing I have to apologize about is that MAME, the arcade emulator, kind of screwed up in emulating the arcade game of Columns. Notice that some of the screen is cut off. And there's nothing I could really do about that. But you'll still be able to see all the action. Now, the core concept of Tetris is kind of retained with shapes falling into a well, and you have to arrange them so that you keep them from stacking too high and ending your game. But this game is so much more interesting because each shape is a column, and it consists of 3 jewels, or gems, and you can rotate the order of the gems. And that can make things a whole lot more interesting. Something else that is interesting is there is an ancient Greek motif, which is really kind of cool. See, there's Greek soldiers there. The music is fantastic in this game too. You can select from easy, medium, or hard settings. You get no bonus for easy. And if you play medium and hard, you get a special column that we'll look at later called a magic column. And also with easy, you can get some hints for the first 3 levels. And you pass a level once you get a certain score, I believe. The scoring system, I'm not sure how that works. But try to get at least 3 in a row. You can actually get up to like 5 in a row. Try to get 3 in a row vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. And then you'll be able to eliminate those jewels. And then the falling jewels from getting those in a row, the falling jewels can create chain reactions and make other jewels disappear, which is really nice, and your score will really rise. And you'll see the flashing jewels showing that you can make 3 in a row or more in a specific way. The 3 in a row, or the flashing jewels showing that you can make 3 of a kind or whatever of a kind, doesn't always happen in the first 3 stages or the first 3 levels, but usually does. Now there we had a little bit of a chain reaction and got some nice points. But yeah, remember, when you rotate the jewels, you press the button and all the jewels move down 1. So the top jewel will move down 1 space to the middle jewel will move down 1 space to the bottom, and the jewel that is on the bottom will move up to the top. And you really need to memorize that. And you'll do much better at the game that way. Ooh, that was very nice. So whenever you hear that little sound effect, that'll tell you that you went up 1 level. But you'll, just like in Tetris, you will see a little window showing which puzzle piece, or in this case, column, is coming up next. Now there is a well over to the right, and that is for playing a two-player simultaneous play. But like I said, in MAME, this isn't, for some reason, this isn't working very well, so they cut off the right side of the screen a little bit. I will eventually use Bandicam, excuse me, and that will allow the right side of the screen to fully show. But I'm not always comfortable with having a Bandicam, because sometimes like little windows will pop up on the screen or something like that, and it'll screw things up. But I do remember seeing this at a movie theater lobby back in the day, so I definitely have seen the arcade version of Columns, but where it was most famous was the home systems. And apart from the Sega Master System and the Sega Genesis, oh, and the Sega CD, because there was a Sega Classic compilation, I'm not sure what other systems have had Columns. This was one of the ones that were in the Genesis Does commercials for the Sega Genesis back in the early 90s. And the advertisement was Genesis does what Nintendo don't. That was on TV all the time. I remember that commercial. And I shortly after snapped up a Sega Genesis, and I really loved the system. I was more into the Genesis than I was the PlayStation, even though I owned a PlayStation, and I have a PlayStation 2 now. I'm done with trying to keep up with the latest video game systems. But yeah, this has only one musical track as far as I can tell, but it's a good one, very good one. I think the decision to go with an ancient Greek, whoops, screwed that one up. The decision to go with an ancient Greek motif is a very good one. It's very cool. The Sega Genesis port, at least, has, I think, some extra musical tracks. And they're all cool tracks. And they are named after the Fates. Clotho, Lachesis, and... I don't remember. I was never good at ancient history. You get extra points by pulling down on the joystick and making the columns move faster downwards. And the music increases in pace the higher up that your stacks of columns are. Ooh, that's nice. Now, yeah, sometimes you will get 3 of the blues, and you can just let it land anywhere on the on your stack of columns, and it'll disappear, even if it doesn't make a 4 of a kind with something else, or 5 of a kind, or whatever. But try to link it up with another blue gem if you can. And then sometimes there is 3 reds. I think there may have been 3 of a kind for all the different colored gems. There is yellow, green, blue, red, and orange. And then if you play the medium or hard difficulties, then you will also get 3 magic gems in a column, and they are kind of flashing gems. And with those, whatever gem they land on, all those colors of gems will disappear, which is very, very nice. But that's only on the medium and hard ones. This game was so awesome. I did not play the arcade when I saw it, but I didn't play it. When I got my Sega Genesis, I played the Columns game on that, and I was just like, wow, this is cool. I was addicted. I played quite a bit. Never got super great at it. Like I said, if you pull down on the joystick to make the pieces come down faster, you will get extra points. And I'm not doing so hot right now. Ah, crap, I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes I panicked a little bit. Yep, that's my game. Well, I got second place. Pretty decent score. But yeah, like I said, you can play 2 players simultaneous play. Unlike later Tetris type of games, you do not add extra puzzle pieces to the other player's well if you complete Tetrises or whatever it is on your side. And we're going to have a look at medium difficulty. And again, medium will give you a bonus. That'll let you start with 20,000 points. And hard will start you out at 50,000 points. You will start on level 5 on medium setting and level 10 on the hard setting. And only with easy will you get hints up to level 3, because you started past level 3 on medium and hard. But with medium and hard, you will get that magic column every once in a great while. It's super rare, but boy, can it help you out if it does appear. And like I said, you just whatever jewel it lands on, all those same colored jewels in the well will disappear. And that can make for some very, very nice chain reactions. I like how the attract mode says chain reactions pump up the juice, or something like that. But man, this game was something special. I was starting to get a little tired of Tetris. It was starting to get a little boring to me. I had the Game Boy Tetris. I had a little bit of fun with it, but yeah, it was starting to get a little teeny bit dull. And Columns just totally changed the puzzle genre. And there were several follow-ups to Columns. Some arcade, some home platform only. There is the magic jewel. Unfortunately, I don't have a very... Yeah, I got a little bit of a chain reaction. I don't have a very deep... Well, we're going to scoot forward to me finishing off this... this setting of medium. I kind of cheated to get the 100,000 something score. I think I got tired of trusting myself not to panic and started pausing. Since this is in MAME, the emulator, I could pause. Now you see the jewels spill out on the far right. what you can't see because the screen is cut off is that they're coming out of a pouch. And we'll see that later on when I recorded with Bandicam. Now we're going to go with the hard setting. And note that I'm starting out with 50,000 points. But also note how fast these frickin' columns fall now. Yikes. That is crazy fast. Don't make your eyes watch the column completely disappear. Move your eyes to where the next column is showing in that little window. You don't have much time at all to react, so don't, if you know that you're gonna get that column cleared a bit, move your eyes to that next window and think quickly how to plan where to place it. Ah, shoot. Well, I still got the 3 there. Like I said, there are other musical tracks for the Sega Genesis columns. And yeah, I had this for the Sega CD because there was a Sega Arcade Classics there was this, and there was Golden Axe, Super Monaco GP, some other ones. Might have been Streets of Rage, which isn't an arcade game, of course. It's still a very good Sega Genesis game. Yeah, that wasn't much of a chain reaction. Anytime I think of the phrase, well, here, let me finish the game here. Anytime I think of the phrase chain reaction, I think of the Journey song of the same title. It was on the Escape album, I think. But that is me playing the medium and hard settings. And next we will see a little bit of 2-player simultaneous play. And there's the full screen. That's better. That's through Bandicam. I set up the controls for both players to be the same. And so sometimes we were moving the pieces in unison. And yeah, later Tetris or Columns types of games would have the one player complete X amount in a row to make that disappear, and then it would add more puzzle pieces to the other player's well. That's not happening in this game. But it would be commonplace in puzzle games later on. Yeah, if you're comfortable enough with the speed of the pieces, by all means pull down on the joystick. Get yourself some more points that way. Whoops. It was hard for me to try to control both players at once. But yeah, only in medium and hard can you get those magic columns. They can sure save your bacon and get you some nice chain reactions going. Yeah, like I said, I think I only saw the arcade version at a movie theater once. I think that might have been Washington Square Cinemas. It's defunct. It's not there anymore. The projector, the movie projector, was not working half the time anyway. I remember when the Washington Square Mall was brand new. Gosh, I was a little kid. It's Tigard, Oregon. It's still around, still bustling. I haven't been there in a long time, though. I'm just not as big on malls as I used to be. Some good restaurants and food courts for sure. And again, familiarize yourself with how those pieces rotate. Each press of the button pushes the jewels down one, and if a jewel is at the bottom and you press the button, it'll reappear at the top. So you just have to make that second nature, knowing how they move. I'm not trying to do good here. Like I said, I have to control both players at the same time, so it's not easy. Oops. Just such a great concept. Ooh, there's a magic columns or column. A little bit of chain reaction. Really great music, great sound effects. And again, this wasn't a huge arcade smash by any means, but it was a landmark in the puzzle genre. Huge. Tetris, yeah, it kind of got a little dull by this point, and Columns came around and made things a hell of a lot more interesting. I'll have another puzzle game coming up. Ooh, there's another. No, that was a big ball of nothing with that magic column. I'll have another puzzle game, a puzzle arcade game coming up at number 4. Oh. Yeah, the other player will still go if one player has lost. But yeah, I really dig the ancient Greek motif. Very cool. And the letters are kind of ancient Greece style. But that is Columns, and that is game number 5 in our 20 from 1990 series. Very nice graphics too, nice rich colors for the gems and stuff. But I thank you for watching. This is Columns, game number 5 in our 20 from 1990 series. Well, I hope you join me soon for game number 4. Stay warm, everybody, and I will see you later. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.